Liz here, aka Isabelle Cheren. I've decided to do Strawberry Sing's Zodiac challenge. Can you guess what star sign I am? Water? Okay, I am an Aquarius. Okay, and I'm an Aquarius because I'm born in January and I'm towards the end of January. And apparently I'm very atypical of an Aquarius, or so many people tell me, but I've never really been sure on that. So actually this challenge is really interesting because I'm going to look at what is considered a typical Aquarius. Strawberry Sing's second question was, do you believe in astrology and do I read my horoscopes? Well, that's a kind of a mixed one for me, because I believe in anything if I like it at the time. So, for example, I went through a phase a couple of years ago where I used to read my horoscopes on a daily basis, and I think it was because I was trying to find something. I was trying to get sort of affirmations of what my next day is going to be like, because I was going through a really tough time. So I thought, oh, the astrology. So I kind of swing to things like that when I can't think of anything else, I guess. But do I wholly believe in it? Do I believe in the people that write the columns and stuff like that with astrology? Because, I mean, it comes from very different places. So those people that write columns in newspapers and magazines and stuff, no, I don't. I follow them sometimes because it's entertaining and it's fun and that kind of thing. But I don't follow them because I believe in what is written about could possibly happen to me. It's just kind of like more fun, I guess. Do I believe in the concept of astrology? Yeah, because there are so many things in this world that haven't been proven to me. I don't know for sure anything. I have beliefs about religion and all sorts of things, but there's always that sort of 10% of me that says, you know what if? And so, yeah, I guess I do. I believe that there is something. I believe that everything that comes forward that exists, there's an element of something in that. So, for example, all religions, I believe that every single religion has some element about them that is fact. Then there's some elements that perhaps you struggle with. So, and that's the same with astrology. So yeah, I do believe in it. I just don't believe in the magazines and the daily newspaper type of astrology, because I think that's just money making, because that just makes money. Makes money for those people. That's what I think. So I was looking at Strawberry's page. I can't get that page up for some reason. I had it up yesterday, but for some reason I can't go into it. So I found another one, and this one is 21 secrets about your sign. Anyhow, right, so I'm just going to read some of these things and let's just see. So number one, it's Aquarius thinks for themselves and likes to keep an open mind about things. Yeah, I would say that's perfectly true about me. I'm very self-thinking. I'm one of these people that, I will listen to anything anyone says. I will just really listen, but I make my own decisions. And sometimes when I'm in a quandary about stuff, I will, speak to someone and listen to what they've got to say, but I've always ultimately make my own decisions. So actually, yeah, I think that's true. Aquarius has an angry side that can surprise people. Hell yes. What does it say here? It takes a lot for Aquarius to truly lose their cool, but if you do manage to push their buttons, well, you might want to duck for cover. Yeah, that is actually very true. I'm actually very calm and collected a lot of the time. I might get a bit like sometimes, as we've seen, but I don't get angry so easily. But when I do explode, I even scare myself because I'm like so I kind of like get a red mist sort of anger, and that I think is because I allow things sort of I'm so tolerant that I don't react straight away, and then when I do, it's probably because it's built up. So yeah, I think that's good. Aquarius aren't very good liars. The Aquarius possesses many skills, but being able to convincingly lie with ease is generally not one of them. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And I'll tell you why. Ever since I was a young girl, I've always blushed. You know I'm lying when I blush. So I just can't do it. I really can't do it. I can act, but I can't lie, if that makes sense. Next one. Aquarius lives and breathes the world of music. Yeah. To Aquarius, life is just better with music. That is totally true. If you follow me on all my blogs and everything I do, there's always music involved. I love music in the background, and some people might get annoyed that, I'm talking and there's music, but to me, nothing is complete without music. It's just, I don't know. I think out of everything in life that we can have, the ability to hear and to listen to music is such a wonderful thing, because music, even if I didn't have my sight, I would really want to hear, and I would really want to hear music. I think it just means so much because it just transports you. So yes, that's very true. Aquarius have a bad habit of overthinking things way more than they should. And that's been one of my negative traits. Yeah. I do think the absolute hell out of things. That actually is very true, and I do sit there sometimes and analyze why something's happening, and I try and come to a conclusion, and I actually can drive myself nuts coming to a conclusion, which actually in this last week, to do with a repeated attack on my YouTube channel, I drove myself nuts trying to work out and come to a conclusion about that. So yeah, that's very true. Aquarius stays away from inflated egos and overbearing personalities. If you're all up in the face being part of all me, and not actually listening to what the Aquarius has to say, then they'll be far from impressed. Very true. Very, very true. I like easy to get along with people. Bombastic people drive me insane. Although some people have said to me that I might come across that way, but I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, they do. I cannot bear overbearing personalities. That it's quite claustrophobic to me. So yeah, that's a very true statement. Aquarius can be wickedly sarcastic. Yeah, so true. And I am very sarcastic at times, and sometimes so sarcastic people can't tell that I'm being sarcastic. So yeah, that is such a true statement. Well, and it says here, we're often the kings and queens of being brutally sarcastic. Yeah, so totally true. I do have a twisted sense of humor, and sometimes people really don't get it. Aquarians are careful about who they befriend and allow into their world. Yeah, I am. I am very careful about, and I'm not just talking about, this isn't SL world, this is life. I am very careful about who I embrace into my world. I have many friends. I do have a really big social thing. I know, hard to imagine I'm such a loner in here, but I actually have many friends, and I have throughout my life, but there's only select people that get to know the real me, that get to experience who I am. And yeah, so that is actually quite a true statement. Aquarius can be quite emotional, but they don't always show it to others. Yes. I have been emotional a lot recently, and I can be quite measured in my emotions sometimes, and so people don't realize it, but I've been very hurt recently, I guess, by what's been happening to me. But yeah, I'm very much like that, and it says here that when their emotions are running high, they can distance themselves from the world, requiring time to deal with things in their own way. Yeah, that is so true. I tend to shut off a little bit. I'll still be around, but I do kind of like shut down. I do shut down to people. So that's actually, my God, this is me. Aquarius is incredibly independent and often prefer to rely on themselves. Totally true. Totally true. I have never ever needed to rely on anyone else, and even when I'm so desperate, and I have been moments of desperation where actually, financially, I need help, or emotionally I need help, or whatever, I tend to sort of pick myself up and try and do it myself. I'm very sort of independent in that way. I think that's probably, it's a good thing, and then also I think it's quite a negative thing about me, because really that's kind of like stupid, I think, that I don't. Aquarius is frequently misunderstood. And it says here, they can be eccentric in their ways and have unusual ways of showing people they care, but it doesn't mean they care any less. Yeah, that's true. And I think that goes hand in hand with my sarcasm and stuff. I've been known to be, I really care about people, and then I say sarcastic things, and that's so true. And it's, sometimes that's just like, I think that's a defense thing. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that could be true actually. Aquarius embraces change and can be quite unpredictable. Yeah, that's me. I don't like repetitive things in my life, and sometimes routines bug me. So that's why in the real world, I got sort of the boredom of my job. But my job is I know it back to front. So then I started doing union work and stuff like that, because there's nothing boring about that, let me tell you. It's never the same old thing every day, and actually it's quite interesting. And then doing what I do here, just mixing it up and just stuff like that. I do quite a few things in my hobby time, play with music and stuff like that. So yeah, that's very true. Aquarius have a rebellious side that hates being told what to do or how to think. Yep, very true. I do not like being told what to do. Even if at times I should listen and do what I'm told, I really don't like it. I'm so independent, and I think that's become more so that actually in real life I have been on my own for a couple of years now, and I haven't had a partner, and I think that becomes more prevalent, that you become more independent, and so that's me. Aquarius learns from their past mistakes and doesn't make the same mistake twice. Totally. Yeah, totally. If I do something really stupid, I try not to repeat it. It's as simple as that. Aquarius isn't afraid to innovate and likes to do things their way. That is so true. I find it hard to be part of a pack. I tend to, even down to my blogging and my vlogging, I tend not to follow footsteps of anyone else if I can. I just like to do things my way, and I guess that's just the way I am. That's very true. Aquarius is a great listener and also gives some pretty damn good advice. Well, I don't know, you'd have to ask my friends if I give good advice. I do listen a lot, and I do have input. And I try and always give measured input, not stupid emotive stuff. I don't go, yeah, if someone's upset about something, and I'll always try and think of a logical answer. Aquarius is a fast learner and a total sponge for knowledge. Yeah, I was always really good at school. and I do pick up things really easily. I suppose that statement is quite true. And it says here, the Aquarius is forever a student in the school of life, and they have a natural gift for understanding new ideas and concepts fast. Yeah. I tend to do that, I think. Well, I don't know. I see it that way, but maybe someone else might not. I don't know. Aquarius looks for the best in people, and they are willing to give someone a second chance. Totally. Some people have absolutely peed me off in life, and have done wrong by me. I tend to be quite forgiving like that, and I tend to sort of, especially if I've cared about someone, I tend to always give another chance, because do you know what, we all make mistakes. I make them all the time. God, it's embarrassing how many mistakes I can make. So yeah, I do. Aquarius has strong opinions and they aren't afraid to voice them. Yeah, that's very true. which you all know when you listen to me on Coffee with Isa. Aquarius is downright weird at times. this I've got to read. The rumours are true. Aquarius can be random and downright bizarre at times, coming out with things that leave a puzzled look on other spaces. Some may wonder whether they are from another planet, but their friends love them for their eccentricities, because who wants to be normal anyway? Yeah. I do come out with strange stuff. Yeah, okay, that's pretty true. Aquarius dreams big and has the drive to turn them into a reality. Well, I dream big, I don't know, and I have a drive, but I don't see a lot of it coming true. So I'm actually gonna say to that one, it's on the fence, because although I have the drive and the dreams, nothing's come real. So anyhow, yeah, that's the 21 facts on Aquarius. So I think that answers the same questions that Strawberry wanted. So, and yeah, so this has been quite interesting, because I've got to know myself. And so have you. Oh dear. Anyhow, thank you for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.